Hurricane. Amber Lyon is in Wilmington, where residents, Amber, are now able to see the damage to their homes and businesses and really get the full scope of what happened here.
Susan, out here, I'm in front of a clothing store and a coffee shop, two staples of Wilmington, and the owners tell me everything inside here was destroyed when these floods hit. You just see piles of trash, a refrigerator, things that were once useful now just turned into junk. And I'm going to go ahead and put my mask on because the air in here is unsafe. So let's head over here and look at this. Look at where the water hit. A wall of water came through here and within 8 hours swept through all these businesses. First, I'm going to take you into this clothing store. Everything inside here, just look at this, utter destruction. I spoke with the owner. She says that she thought she had flood insurance, but really the structure of the building is the only thing insured. She said her insurance company just told her that all of this destroyed inventory is not insured, and she estimates it's going to be about $200,000 worth of damage. She doesn't know how she's going to reopen. And here we're heading into Bean Heads. This is the local coffee shop, the hangout in town. And right over here, if you look at the menu, we've got pulled barbecue beef, vegetarian lasagna, all things made by the owner, who is Lori Downey, and her husband, Kevin. And you pride yourself on coming out here. You cooked all the food. This was just a family-owned business. Interesting story. These two met actually in the coffee shop. Someone else owned it. Kevin, you came in to get a cup of coffee?
I came in to buy a coffee and a muffin, and Lori was behind the counter working for the former owner. And I, next thing we know, we're going out, and a couple months later, we bought the place from her former boss. And then we got married six years ago? I lost track. we got married 2 years after we bought the place here. So.
And Lori, I know you've been very emotional all day seeing your business in this shape. How are you coping with this?
It comes and goes. And this is one of those moments where it's gonna come again. It's hard to know that you work so hard and it's just wiped away. And I don't know what we're going to do now.
I know.
Did you have insurance?
We had insurance. Nothing that's going to cover this, though. No flood insurance. So we pretty much don't know what to do after that.
I've talked to a lot of residents in this community. They say it's almost surreal coming out here and seeing all the damage because Vermont isn't used to getting hit by tropical storms. They're not used to these types of floods. What was the feeling when you guys first came into town and saw your coffee shop?
The corner of the building has the 38 flood mark, which is eye height to me. And everybody knows about that. And everybody tells out-of-towners that, yeah, we had floodwaters in 38 about that. Never in your wildest dream would you think that it's going to happen again. And lo and behold, it happened again the other day. And I came down, we deliberately didn't open on Sunday because of the storm. So I came down at 7:30 to pull our newspapers off the street, and the river was August normal plus a foot maybe. But then it had started raining already. And then 2.5 hours later, I had gone home. 2.5 hours later, when I came to check on the place again, our private road where we live, 1.5 miles away, was washed out. I couldn't even get here. And that's when the worst of it was.
And that's about when we found out that we already had a foot of water in here.
Yeah.
Which means the basement, which is the same size as this building, was already full.
I wish you guys the best of luck in the cleanup. And what Kevin was telling me earlier and what concerns them, he's also a big Yankees fan.
Oh, yes.
And what Kevin was telling me is that, unfortunately, they do not have flood insurance for the inventory inside. We saw coffee makers, refrigerators out on the sidewalk, and you're estimating the damage is at somewhere from $50,000 to $70,000.
$75 anyway. I mean, it's hard to. I will be able to do an inventory sometime soon, but it's in that neighborhood, maybe a little bit more.
All right. Thank you guys very much for allowing us to come in here. I know it's not easy, and I'll send it back to you.
Amber, please tell Lori and Kevin that we are pulling for them. We know that our viewers are as well, and it's good to see that Kevin still has that humorous fighting spirit saying, "Go Yankees." You certainly brought the story home. We say the numbers. We say 1 million people without power. But when you meet someone like Kevin and Lori, it really touches your heart. Thank you, Amber.